big mustard down in that hole there. Oh, he backed up. You see his antenna. There he goes. These are the monsters that wreak havoc on your spring development, but they're also the ones that make it. If you give them enough time, they'll put the spring somewhere else in the hill. He ain't too big, about 4 inches long. So all that particles and stuff he kicks up loosens up the rocks, and then he kicks out all the small ones. Gets the water moving faster, lets the water do the work for him. But he's got to come out of there, unless he backs up another couple of feet in the hill. See ya. And a picture of the water coming in the spring development here. So I can't see much through my screen because it's covered with water and dust and mud. That's about 2 inches of water. Inch and a half of water, better than 1.5 inches of water through a 4-inch pipe. It's a good seep, good flow year round. Of course, I'm in the bottom, just about 6 feet above the floor of the valley. I got springs just like this up on the hill to stick in a pipe so the hill doesn't go away. I'll show you the water going into the pipe. Same place. Well, this is the way spring's looking today. I spent about 1.5 hours over here digging. Haven't done much in the actual spring development part. I got from right here to down there 4 inches lower. Well, about 8 inches in some places, but right up here at the head I got it 4 inches lower. And hopefully it shows up how good the water is coming in. Oh, I had to stop. Started cramping up, so I took like a 45-minute do nothing, kind of like a nap, but I just laid there on the tailgate and didn't do anything. So not really a nap. But my silt catcher worked great. I think dropping that down 4 inches, I got more of a flow coming out of there. Could take another video down at the creek to see what the other end of the pipe looks like. I was brush hogging before I played in the spring development, and I got the tractor stuck. This little hole, that's 48 hours later. There's like 1 inch of water in that hole and none in this hole. But as you can see right there, that's where the bottom of the tractor hit the ground at. And I was officially stuck because I had to call for help. In my book anyways, you're not really stuck until you have to call for help. Got the whole field brush hogged, and I've only got 100 feet, less than 100 feet to go to back in with go backwards on the tractor with the brush hog. From I'm done right there to the creek, and over to there where back up and hang the brush hog over top of the creek to get the whole field. And everything else is done. But I keep cramping up, so I'm going to go home. Well, I'm going to get a video of the other end of the pipe. See ya. Well, part of a cherry tree come down, and don't have no rubber boots with me, so if I can get a picture from here. Hey, that's a pretty good picture. That's how much water I got coming out spring development. Now for the two springs on top of this hill, if I had that much water coming out, I could have me a water wheel delivering me all the electricity I would need. And that's about how much this spring flows here in July. Of course, slows down in August, and anytime we get a good rain, it'll pick up. But with that much water right there, my desert wheel experiment would be perfect. That would be more than enough water. Maybe I'll come back with some boots sometime and a bucket and see how many GPM, gallons per minute, I'm getting out of there. And of course, chainsaw. I can get a chain back here. Yeah, I just got this bit here. There's a nice bank right there. Just past that tree. Just over them little trees to back up with the brush hog over the creek and get everything looking pretty. Alrighty, see ya. Another little update here. It's 6:56 p.m. on Friday, May 22nd. It's about 120 feet from the bank below the road here to the creek. And this is the spring development I've been working on for, I guess, 2 years, beginning of the third, technically anyways. Put this trench in by hand, 4-inch weight septic pipe, a little bit cheaper, but it's going to be 2 foot down on the ground, and nobody's ever going to plow down here, so it's more than okie dokie. I got the, gonna fall down. Got a cap over the end of the 4-inch pipe right now. Get to flush out the line and sending a lot of sediment down it. But from the end of the, well, that rock right there to the edge, the last 20 feet or so, I've dropped 8 inches in the last 2 days. The biggest is the 6 inches from right about here over there, the last 10 feet. So you can see water's still rippling. That's how fast it's coming in. But it's water's coming in on top on the right and on the bottom on the left. That's how good she's going. Got it dusted up. Easier to see when it's dusty than when it's clear. Let's go pull the cap off. One little high spot in the pipe about 30 feet from the creek, where the pipe technically should be lower than what it is. But I'm so high over here compared to there, it's kind of like an artificial P-trap. So we get a heavy rain and a flood or whatever, it shouldn't back up into here And the pressure from this being higher should keep it clean anyways. That's the idea. It looks good on paper, you know. Swallows it up real good. I got a big spot in here to catch sediment. A spot right there. And then of course up there at the main thing there at spring development hole, I got a big hole there. Look at that. That's about 8 inches of sediment. Probably 4 or 5 gallons. More than 3 anyways. That this spot here caught. And then down there, try to keep it out the pipe. Look at that. I don't think I'm sending that much down. But that's what the sediment traps are for. Yep. Alrighty, yo. I just gotta decide on up here. I think I'm just gonna take it to the creek and give me a place to play with water wheels at. I was gonna put a big head up here and pitcher pump or something, but I'm just gonna have it open up. I don't know if I'll make a tower out of 5-gallon buckets or what. That might be it. That way I can always send down a 12-volt little pump and pump up all the water I want. Water on demand. That'd be the simplest, easiest way to go. Make a tower out of 5-gallon buckets. Cap it off. If I can get a 16-inch PVC pipe or something. Something I can put a cap on. If I go with the 5-gallon bucket, I'll put a gamma lid on there. That's all money and stuff. Where I got stuck at here the other day, it never did fill up with water until it rained early this morning. Right there. And that's right there. So just the rainwater. It's dry for 2 days. Sunk, wow, sunk all the way up to the transmission, bellied out on it. Now I was officially stuck because I had to call for help. In my book, you're not stuck until you gotta call for help. Okie dokie, y'all. See ya. This here is the culvert. 2 culverts I put in last year. Stuck that piece of tin under there because it was washing out a little bit in the back. So until I get a heavy piece of plastic side of the barrel or something, that'll keep it from washing out back underneath the culvert going over the county road, or underneath the county road. Got a 15-inch, 20-foot culvert in here. This one took the longest by hand. Coming out real good. Then I got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, about 18 feet down to this 15-inch culvert. Again, 20 foot. There she blows. I gotta dig all this out. It kind of filled up over the winter. It goes down that way to the left, then down to the creek. Some family members developed a spring like I'm doing on the other side of the field. Base of that little tree right there. They had a big track hoe in here and dug out and put in about, pretty sure the same kind of pipe all the way down, so it wasn't so wet. But they never took into account all the water coming from the valley of Two Hills over there. So all the water coming out was still wet over here anyways. But somehow something didn't work right, because way over there, it's a muddy, bloody mess. So if it dries out this year, I'm just gonna dig in, like make a little creek like I did 15 years ago, and just have a ditch running from about that little tree right there all the way over. Of course, I'll shovel this in so the water from the road coming up from that culvert, it'll tie in together right here, then go down to the creek. Yesterday I got everything brush hogged back, hung the brush hog over the creek, except for from right there to right there, because it's too wet. Maybe a whole lot later. I wonder if I can see where that pipe comes out at without me falling in the creek. Ooh. There's water running right there. And I know the pipe came all the way out to the creek, but I don't see their pipe. Maybe their pipe's down here or something. Nope. There's water running across the top of the ground here. Oh, just got my foot wet. Oh, yeah, it's water running across the top of the ground. Anyways, when they developed the spring to stick in the creek, it must not have worked, because they're getting a lot of blow by. There's their pipe. There it is. Can't hardly tell if there's anything coming out of that or not. I'll get over here. I ain't got mud boots that deep, but I'll get in there, take my socks off and pollute the water. I'll get in there and see if there's any water coming out. Boy, look at the angle on that. Holy smokes. Don't know if there's any water coming out of there or not. Springtime and the rains, water's up a little bit higher than it usually is. Got a big wash in this elbow, bending the thing. I bet though, if I dug out that 15 foot in the creek, the water would drop. I could tell easily if there was water coming out. Anyways, yeah, there. Spring development didn't work all that great. I'm stuck. Yes, I just fell. Because I'd rather fall where I did instead of in that mess. So I fall real nice. Yep. That's why I brush hogged up to there, because they got some ruts right here from last fall. Appears to be more water coming out over the top of the ground than what I got going into that pipe over there. Messy, messy, messy. Of course though, a lot of this could be coming just from the road, just from the culverts. It may not all be coming from their development there. I don't know, there's a lot of water sitting here. Well, maybe we'll find out one day. but not today. Yeah, I'm glad I was able to launch myself forward a little bit instead of falling backwards on that. Anyways, found 2 tires in the creek. Get them out sometime. Lots of fun. Lots of fun. Okay, y'all. See ya.